they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. Ajayi, first down and more. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. That one good for 33 and a first.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
So now it's 1st and goal. They run with Ajayi. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Ajayi probably happy to see Buffalo. Everyone remembers last year in the 2 games against him, he ran for 214 yards and 206 yards.
The 4th most in NFL history against one team in a single season, and the Bills have prided themselves on their run defense.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field as the season winds down and you look at them in totality. You know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now it's Taylor. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the... He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And he's got the hook up with Anthony Fasano. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall near the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Landry, the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. They run again with Ajayi. And some space here. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. And you remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Jerry Hughes. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike, that means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Third and 2, Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. Landry brushes him off. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's 1st down, Miami. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down, it's Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In motion, Julius Thomas. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from LSU, Tre'Davious White. The 40, 30, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Around the NFL, they're into the 2nd quarter in the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Damian Williams to return it. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Now, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
You name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with third and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
The Dolphins on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. Fresh set of downs here. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Going deep here for Stills. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Jay's going to go. 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's up. This is good, and it makes it a 16-10 game now. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10 now. It's Taylor. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Here we go.
On second down, here's Taylor. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Taylor. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They go back to the ground with McCoy. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an All-Pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And the Vikings opening up their lead. They've scored again. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Dolphins on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's pumped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. 30 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Miami first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tannehill on first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Going deep here for Stills. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Jay Ajayi with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And the lead is down to 2. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go.
And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Oh, Taylor going to throw. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That'll be their 2nd, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Here's Peterman to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because of...
Taylor hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
They're down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Here we go.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. He'll look to throw. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taylor going to try and hurry him to the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Flushed it under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Yeah, pulling up with the crew.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.